more. Let's bring in White House reporter for the Associated Press, Jonathan Lemire, NBC News correspondent Carol Lee, live for us at the White House.
So, Jonathan Lemire, describe the day, if you could, at the White House yesterday. And I suspect a state of shock has settled in over White House staff members who actually, as we saw, had been warning the president about this since January. The president chose instead to ignore them and continue lying to the American people.
That's right, Joe. Those in the White House described the mood as almost funereal, certainly a state of shock, very somber, because they know and they heard what the president himself said in his own words. There is no real attempt here to suggest that this was fake news or anonymous sources who can't be believed. The president last night in an interview described this as a political hit job. But these are the president's own words, and his staff knows that.
Wait, his words are a political hit job? I don't understand that. It's on tape.
How's that possible?
How are his words on tape a political hit job?
And what journalist would accept that as an answer?
Even cult members of Donald Trump's personality cult now hear his voice. How is that a political hit job?
Well, the journalist who heard that answer was Sean Hannity on Fox News last night. So that perhaps is the answer to your question. This is what the president is saying, and there is flailing from the White House. There's no good defense here. We heard the play yesterday from Kayleigh McEnany in the briefing and the president himself saying this was an attempt to provide calm, that he didn't want to stoke panic. But there is a difference, of course, between trying to calm people and being dishonest with the American public. Woodward himself always says the issue is what did he know and when did he know it? And we now definitively know, in the president's own words, that he knew in February, in January, in March. He knew how bad the virus was, how bad it could get, the ramifications it could have on the American public. The audio you played earlier from February 7th discussing how dangerous this virus was, he went on to hold several indoor political rallies in the days and weeks ahead, exposing his own supporters potentially to the virus itself. Why did he talk to Bob Woodward is a question many people are asking. Let's rewind a little bit. This is Woodward's second book about this White House. He wrote another in 2018. At the time, the White House was reeling after a couple of tell-all books. Senior aides decided it would be best if the president did not cooperate with Bob Woodward for that book. Kellyanne Conway, in particular, is on record saying she advised against it. But when the book came out and it painted an unflattering portrait of Donald Trump, Trump was incensed. He raged at his aides as to why he wasn't allowed to participate and vowed here at that moment that if Woodward were to write another book, he wanted to be part of it because he believed he could shape a far more positive portrayal. He believed, as he always does, that the solution to any problem is more Trump. He wanted to insert himself into the process, so he gave Woodward extraordinary access, over a dozen interviews, hours of interviews, many without White House aides knowing about it. And this is what was revealed, as pulled back the curtain, exactly what he knew back then. And I think we're at a moment now where every time there's a crisis or political scandal involving President Trump, there is a sense that, the meme is nothing matters. This should matter. This will matter. The President of the United States knew full well the dangers of the coronavirus back in January, February, and March, and he was not honest with the American people about it.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.